Hi loves, and welcome to my channel. My name is Erica. This is GypsyCowgirlTarot. I am a psychic medium. Welcome in, my loves, okay? Those of you guys who are new here, we are a pillar of light channel. I am a twin flame reader, but I'm also a light worker, star seed, so I channel out a lot of other things here on the channel, okay? If you're returning, welcome back. All right, so this is going to be an energy check-in for the twin flame or past life soulmate, divine masculine, divine feminine collective, okay? The divine masculines they've been in a period of reflection, you know, everything that's going on. There's a lot of people, right? We're being affected by the astrological transits and just things going on, right? So there's a lot of like seeing the true colors, seeing, you know, through the falseness, seeing through the illusion of your life, oneself, your own like negative patterns, you know, whether that's, you know, just the way that you think about yourself, life, money, love, relationships, or like with other people, right? So the masculines are in this very deep state of reflection. They have been for a good minute, okay? They've been thinking about a lot with their lives and just, I'm getting a lot of like future forward thinking. So that indicates that their third eye, right, is activated, where they're seeing more clearly the future. You know what I mean? They're looking out to the future and they're going, I don't like what I see. If I sit here or if I keep doing what I'm doing, you know, a year from now, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years down the road, you know, I see my whole life playing out right before my eyes, and it doesn't make me feel good. It doesn't bring me joy. It's like scary, actually. It like, you know, it's like that. So they're really struggling with, you know, finding the strength to overcome this stuff. But my mind is like going blank right now as I'm channeling, because I had like a very specific energy. It'll circle back, like that I had received before hitting record, and now it's like not coming through. It's like the masculine energy is like hiding, going like, no, I don't want you to like share this, you know. So anyways, we'll shuffle some cards out real quick, and then hopefully it'll circle back to me. But they are, what I'm getting is like they're really starting to understand these journeys and like just this journey called life, you know. I feel like they're starting to really, because they've been, you know, they're going through an awakening, they're activated, they're ascending. So, you know, everything else is ascending with that, right? Like their thought patterns, their way of thinking, the things that they used to like and that they used to like feel comfortable sitting in and doing and whatnot, like things are shifting for them where they want more for themselves. They want, and it all aligns for that self-love, right? I do feel that they are, for a lot of the divine masculines, right? Like you guys have been very triggering. That's what, you know, it's a triggering that takes place, right? But I do feel that like as of lately, I feel that you're extra triggering to your divine masculine. I feel like because you're reflecting a mirror, you're reflecting back to them all the parts of themselves that they are, you know, wallowing in and not changing and not healing. And, you know, it really is twin flame FOMO and stuff, where it's like that fear of missing out. You know, if I keep doing this, I'm going to miss out on this, this, and this. You know, if I stay here or in this situation or in this way of thinking or this pattern, you know, that I know is not good for me, or this relationship or whatever, you know, first of all, I'm going to miss out on a physical union with my person, with my feminine, who I feel is my home, who I feel I belong with. Okay. But there's all these other 3D things, right, that keep me from that person. Okay. Now it is the 3D things, right? But those are the things that they're ascending from too. So what I mean that you're extra triggering is like, first of all, there's like spying, like they're watching you nonstop, you guys. They're really watching. Like, we've been seeing this because it's how they feel close to you. It's how they check up on you. It's how they, you know, get the tea, get the dirt on what's going on with you, right? And all they see whenever they look at you is you're living your best life. You're loving yourself. You're doing things that feel fun, you know, that feel good to you. You're enhancing your life, your physical well-being. You know, I'm hearing you taking charge. You're just doing things to be, you know, in alignment with your true self, right? Page of Cups. Yeah, see, so Page of Cups, you know, it's not the Page of Swords, which is like very spy energy, but it's still spying for me. It's like, see how she's like looking at the cup, watching the fish, and the fish is like jumping out of the cup. That's literally why they're watching, because they're watching to see, has my feminine slipped away for good? Has my feminine jumped out of this cup and swam off like downstream? Is there even I feel like when they look at you too, that's how they really connect. Like, not just telepathically, but when they see your photos or your posts or your Instagram or your Facebook or your YouTube channel or your TikTok page or whatever it is that they watch, right? Because I do have a good amount of other like tarot readers, or just like people who have like their own platforms and they're influencers of some type, or, you know, they are here on the channel, right? So I do know for sure that for some of you guys, they follow your social media accounts and things like that. But that's how they connect to you. That's how they feel close to you, right? And when they do connect to just seeing your photo, your picture, they feel like they can, they connect with you. They feel like they can pick up on like more of like what's going on with you, as opposed to just trying to connect telepathically, you know. And for them, it's like wondering, you know. So when they go to your page, they get like the facts, right? But they also don't know if you're like, you know, unless you like say it, right? But they don't know if like you're seeing someone or what's going on or whatever. So they really don't know if you've slipped away, okay? And I'm also getting like fish out of water. So I do feel that they're really feeling like a fish out of water, meaning like they don't feel like they fit in their own life anymore, okay? But every time that they look at you or look you up or think of you or see you or whatever, right? It is a constant reminder. It just reminds them every single time. And that's what I mean by you're more triggering now than ever. Because the energy of them seeing what they've kept themselves in and the loops that they're constantly repeating that are not meant to be in their life anymore, right? That they've been trying to resist. That was the message. Okay, it's coming back through. It was about the resistance. It was about resistance. So it'll start circling back more and more and more. It was like a whole download that I got. You guys know. I always have like how it comes through, like what the energy is and stuff. And then I look up and I see 808. Anyways, every time they see you or connect to you right now, it triggers them in a way because they're seeing you in like a higher vibration and in a higher state of being and living and doing and all the things than they've ever seen before. And because they are ascending, it's becoming more apparent to them what all of that means. It's like, oh, this person is leveling up, and it's like like I said, they're understanding the journey. This person is leveling up, they're healing themselves. It's almost as if like they're showing me like that's what I'm supposed to do, and it inspires me and it influences me to do the same. Okay, so you're very triggering to your masculine at this time, but it's a very good, positive thing, you know, because it means that they know on a soul level that they're not ready. They can feel it, and then they go back. Okay, they retreat back, they crawdad back, right? So what I'm seeing is like your masculines, they really want to talk to you, okay? They really miss you. You miss them. You guys both feel it. You guys both feel this desire for each other. But the difference between you and them is that you are no longer going like outside of yourself for fulfillment in those regards. So the masculine feels like something's missing. They feel like you're definitely missing from their life, and they miss you, and you're the big part of it that's missing. But they're also recognizing all the other ways that they're missing out on their life. Okay, so they really are. It's like fear of missing out. It is that the masculines are feeling a massive FOMO right now. So they see you living your best life and being healthy, healed, and joyful, and laughing and fun and good and all the things, right? And then they look at their life and they're like, right? But that's triggering them to go, oh, that's right. I have free will. I can change this, okay? So I do feel that, you know, communication energy has been coming up a lot, but I do feel I'm getting like the straw that breaks the camel's back. There is something transpiring at this very moment for, it's, the universe is creating obstacles, blocks, challenges, tower moments in every single area that they are still not learning. So if it's a relationship with someone, then that relationship it's been on the rocks. It's been touch and go there for a long time, a while. Okay, where these two people have to like aggressively like work at this, you know, but it never goes anywhere because it's not meant to, because it's karmic. You know, we've all been there in these karmic relationships where we were, you know, it's like you have a serious talk and it's like, things aren't going good with us and I really want this to work out, you know, so if I do this, this, and this, and I change, you know, and you do this, this, and this, and you change, then it'll work, you know. But the thing is that you guys aren't meant to have that change with one another, which is why it never happens, which is why no one ever sticks to their word, no one ever changes, nothing changes, because it's not meant to, right? So they're seeing that, okay? They are seeing more than ever why you guys connected, why you specifically, feminine, were brought into their life, right? Even though you guys were brought into each other's lives, they are sensing, feeling, and knowing more on an intuitive level, on a soul level, why this all transpired, why this all happened. They're seeing with their, you know, their spiritual lenses, if you will, right? It's like they're seeing this through the lens of their soul, and they're going, okay, I see it. I see it. I get why every time I think of this person, I feel like I can't move forward towards them, you know? And then it's weird because every time I think of this person, I start thinking of the things in my own life that, you know, I'm not happy with, or that this or that, or that I need to change, or that I need to move on from. So again, like I said, you're a massive trigger to them right now, but they can't stop watching you. They can't stop being triggered by it because it's a part of the alignment. It's a part of what's meant to actually happen. Okay. So you guys right now are like really helping in a huge way. And the way that you help even more with your counterpart, with this person, is to just keep rising, keep healing, keep loving yourself. Don't obsess over them. Don't, you know, whatever it is, you really just, this journey is about self. Like it really is. This journey is not about the romance. It's not about the courting and the dating and the, you know, love making like that. Like, yeah, those things are, you know, relevant, of course, and they're very powerful and all that, right? But this journey, especially like if you're on the twin flame journey, it's about you truly coming back to self. But whether you're on a twin flame journey, you don't have a twin flame, you have a past life soulmate or whatever, the reason why you're incarnated here is for self. It's about you, okay? And that's how you rise up and you call in what is meant for you, right? So anyways, for some reason I'm hearing a window of time. A window of time has passed. I mean, I get that means like a window, there's been a window of time, you know, since you guys have spoken, or there's been a window of time that has passed between the two of you guys, something like that, right? They're afraid too much time has passed. They're afraid that the time that they have been away or in their, you know, karmic situations or whatever it is, they feel like too much. I'm getting you've seen too much. I don't know what that means. It doesn't, you know, it wouldn't be like a super toxic energy coming from the masculine towards you. Like, oh, I've seen too much from this person. Like, you know, this is not that. Your twin cannot be like abusive to you in that way, or, you know, because it's doing that to themselves. They can't. They can be in their karma and in their ego, and they can run and they can be triggered and they can, you know, they can ghost and breadcrumb and maybe hurt you in those ways, you know. But if like that's the kind of stuff you've dealt with a person in the past, you know, like just very vulgar stuff and name calling and maybe, you know, physical abuse, emotional abuse, mental abuse, you know, whatever it is, it's not your twin. That's a karmic energy, right? Someone who is a mirror soul to you is not going to do that, okay? They can, like I said, run and be triggered like what I'm talking about, but if it's like the other stuff, it's not that, okay? So I had to explain that because when I say I've seen too much, they feel that you have been, you know, that you either just know intuitively, you feel things, or you know things, you've heard things, seen things, whatever, they've shared things with you. I don't know, right? Maybe they, you know, maybe you guys met and then they were like, you know, I'm going to go back to a karmic partner. You know, I'm sorry. I'm not ready to give you what you need. And I'm still going to try to work this out. You know, it could be something like that. Right. But they're afraid. They're just like, I feel like this person has seen too much, or they feel below you, like, in that way, even though they're not, they feel that right now. Okay. So that's what they're working through, you guys. Okay. And again, everyone's going to be on different parts of the journey, but Queen of Cups flew out. Okay. So, but what I mean by this is like, there's heavy triggering happening, and this heavy triggering creates, movement. Okay. Because it's so triggering, and because they're so like, wanting and feeling the need to align to what they're being triggered by. You see, I watch my feminine, or I see my feminine, or I feel my feminine, and they are pouring into themselves. You know, they are the embodiment of love, unconditional love, and I feel that from my feminine, which triggers me because I don't fully love myself. I've never felt that kind of unconditional love in my life, like, you know, but I feel this from this person, and that scares me, you know? So they've been going back, and then every time they go back, they go within, right? And they're seeing why I'm getting like the grenades. So it's like the universe is throwing grenades in situations in their life, just blowing them up, boom, 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 right? The things that don't belong, the things that are not meant to be there, okay? And that's what they're finally saying. They're going, oh, okay, maybe this isn't working, or it never works because it's not supposed to. Maybe this keeps going wrong because I'm doing this, you know? So they're starting to see. They're seeing, okay? I'm also getting that they are rising up in a really big way right now, where they, you know, they feel that agape, unconditional love, Queen of Cups, from you. And this is what I mean. They feel like not quite on your level. You know, they feel like if they were to come in, that they wouldn't be able to hold on to you, okay? Because they're just not on your level. They're not quite there, okay? And that's their intuition, and that's their higher self letting them know that, okay? That's not their ego. Okay? First time, I mean, it might have a little bit to do with that, like fear and stuff, but it's more so the higher self. And I swear, it's the higher self going, no, like, this isn't time. It's not quite ready. You know, you have to approach the Queen of Cups with the full cup, you know, and be fully ready to give that cup. You know, she gives that cup away. Wow, you guys, they have so much love for you. Queen of Pentacles is on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so they're also seeing, like, okay, like, let's say they are with a karmic partner, you guys. They are, Two of Swords just came out. Okay, yeah, so it's about like being at a crossroads. It's about making a decision. It's decision time, right? But they've had the blindfold on, right? So they haven't been making a decision because they've been blinded. They've had the blinders on, right? And that's exactly what I was just gonna say. Funny. I was going to say, what they're seeing right now, you guys, is they're looking at the situations in their life, and they're comparing a lot to you and to what it would be like to be in a, like, to live life with you. And they're remembering on a soul level the past lives that you guys have shared. Okay. And that feels good. That feels expansive. That feels successful. That feels loving. That feels nurturing. That feels respectful, you know, that feels balanced, that feels harmonious. So when they connect to you, they're connecting to the memories of the past lives, and what they feel for you is the same thing as that too. Okay. So when they look at, like, right now, because they've been awakening more and more, so now that blindfold is falling off, okay, to where they can see what they need to see in order to make the decisions that they need to make, right? Where they didn't see that before, okay? But because of their rising, okay, the third eye is opening up more, their consciousness is expanding, like they're connecting, they're tapping in, whether they know this or not, you know? I mean, I still would not advise, like, if your divine masculine comes in and you're just like, oh my God, I knew that you would come back for 3D, you know, 3D union, and I know that, you know, I know that we're twin flames and that we belong together, and, you know, and your masculine is gonna go, what? You know, like, in the sense of, they don't know, for many of them, what a twin flame is. For a lot of them, you two have never even had this conversation. Okay, this was something that came through and that was discovered after separation. So it wasn't discussed because the triggering and all of that stuff didn't happen until after. Okay. So again, like, you know, when they do come in, you know, I would just be, you know, be the Queen of Cups, be the Empress, where, you know, we aren't, like, it's not like the Queen of Swords or the Queen of, you know, Wands. Like, these two are more like, they're in the flow energy. They're like in a receiving energy, where it's like, okay, I'll receive what you want to say to me, and I'll be open to hearing everything with compassion and love. You know, but it's like that, where you just be in a receiving mode to just listen and hear them out, because that's truly what they need and want. Basically my advice, like, if they come in, like, do not berate or bombard them with, like, fiery, like, you know, you drill them and you want to talk about twin flames and this and that and separation, and, you know, it's like, what I'm getting is, like, not the time, not ready. So this needs to be discussed, and, you know, this will be discussed, but what I'm getting is, like, let this go naturally. Let it come up naturally, because I would say 9 times out of 10 for a lot of you guys, the divine masculines that come in, I guarantee that they're going to be like, what is this? Like, what are we? You know, like, you're my soulmate. Like, this is insane. I've never felt something like this, you know? And then when the door starts gradually opening, then that's when you got, you know, what Spirit is saying is, like, just be in the receiving mode and be open if that's what you feel called to. Okay. If you don't, right? And everything will just unravel naturally, okay? Which is what the divine masculine is really hoping for as well, okay? So they are, like, it's like they want you to know, like, I see it, okay? And I'm making changes. I'm starting to create the changes that I need to take within my life, within my situations, within myself, because I'm seeing the things that I didn't see before that were keeping me stuck and, you know, at this place of not doing anything, because, you know, this also shows me that there's a big decision, that they're making a decision, that they've been at a crossroads. The next card after the 2 of Swords is the 3 of Swords, okay? And that is a card of separation. It's pain, heartbreak. You know, you're in a separation from someone, or you've separated from someone, okay? So they are letting you know here that they are seeing things, that the blindfold is falling off, that they are using these swords to cut away all of these darker, you know, thoughts and things of that nature, that they're listening more to their intuition, not their ego, and that they know that who you are for them, and they want you to know that, you know, it's like, no, you're not crazy. I feel the same amount of love for you, even though I've never said it, even though I've never shared that, even though I've never opened up and I've been vulnerable, you know, like, I need you to know that this is how I feel, okay? I just, you know, when you feel like you're in a page energy like that, and you're approaching the Queen, you know, it's kind of like, whoa, you know, so they are, building is the word. Building and strategizing, okay? 6 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. I split the deck, and then there's the 2 of Cups. There it is. And there's the Page of Swords. I knew the spine page would show up. Okay? You're still the one I run to. You're still the one I want for life, right? Okay, so they're letting you know. I think that for a lot of them, they are, because the way that I'm seeing it right now is like, he's holding up his sword, and then see like all of the energy and like, you know, all the stuff like happening right here. I'm seeing that he cuts away whatever they're in right now, if they're in like a partnership of some type karmically, okay? It doesn't have to be platonic. This could be a soulmate energy that they're around that is like a, you know, maybe a, you know, they have a very judgmental parent or family or, you know, something like that. For the majority, it's, yeah, it's a karmic partner. But they're taking the sword, okay? And they're cutting this in half and splitting this like apart. I mean, splitting them apart. Basically cutting the cord, cutting the cords, the energy cords. Okay, that's what we have here. The energetic cords between the two of them combining as one. Okay, they are cutting away those cords, and that's what they want you to know. I've been at a crossroads. You know, I'm taking these steps. I'm feeling very guided and called to do this. You know, I feel like I belong with you. I feel, you know, this is so big. This is so big. You know, I don't even know where to start. I don't even know what to say to you. You know, I write it out and I delete it. I write it out and I delete it. I write it out and I delete it. I know that I've been sabotaging myself. I know that I've been sabotaging my life. It's funny too, because right when I saw the Queen of Swords after that, I heard the Ice Queen. The Ice Queen. So for a lot of you guys, they have an Ice Queen that they're dealing with. You know, it's cold, it's rigid, it's, you know, this could be someone who's very not nice, you know, is the word, you know, kind of a biatch, I guess. Okay. And I do feel that for a lot of the masculines, that they really protect you from these energies, you guys. Okay. Not only do they protect you from their, you know, wounded parts and their wounded self and things, right, while they heal. That's why they trigger. That's why they run. It's like, you know, yeah, like they're running for different reasons, but they're also protecting, you know, because they don't want to, you know, bleed all over this. Okay. But yeah. And what I'm also getting off of her is the Queen of Swords is that, you know, for them, they feel like you're so connected and that you're so just like in your power that, you know, what I'm getting is like for some, they're like, I wonder if I should even approach. Like, I wonder if I should even reach out. I wonder if I should even communicate. Is it just gonna, you know, stir things up? Is it gonna be, you know, is it pointless? Is it, you know, this is the heaviness, you know, that they've been carrying around, telling themselves, right? Okay, but it's not going to stop them. Yeah, King of Cups, and then the Ace of Cups, and then the Page of Pentacles. It's not going to stop them. Then you have the Nine of Swords. I mean, Wands, Nine of Wands. I said Nine of Swords for a reason though, right? Okay. They could be like losing, you know, maybe just having some rough sleeping patterns. They're also getting a lot of it, like ascension, you know, a lot of like their ascension and downloads and activations happen at night. Just like with you guys too, right? So a lot of them are being woken up at certain hours of the night, you know, like right on the dot or around certain times or whatever it is, right? But it's also about just, they think a lot about you at night. Like you're on their mind a lot. It's like at the end of the day when they lay down, it's like, you know, you're the last thing they think of. You're the first thing they think of when upon waking. It's like all that. Okay, even if they have a partner lying next to them, you know, it's sad, but it's, you know, but this is how they have to learn their lessons, right? Like just how you did too. But I see that like they could be like laying in bed with someone and literally like laying next to this person and like maybe holding this person, But while they're holding this person, they're wishing it's you. I hold her, but I feel you. You know, I hold her, but I see you. I hold him, but I see you. You know, it's like that, okay? And again, this is what they're seeing, and they're going, this isn't right. Like, I'm ready to ascend beyond this. I can't live like this anymore, right? It's too heavy. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, okay? And King of Cups, Queen of Cups, you guys have a match here, see? Okay? Nine of Wands is here, and what I'm hearing with the Nine of Wands is the end of my rope. The end of my rope. I've come to the end of my rope. 9 is it's the end of the cycle. Okay? You have the 9 and the 10 of Wands. You have the 9 and 10 of Wands. For some of you guys here in the United States, actually, it doesn't really matter. Well, it's only celebrated in the United States because it's a, you know, it's an American, you know, holiday, but the 4th of July, right? I don't feel it's, you know, I feel it's a wonderful holiday to celebrate, but, you know, I'm very honored and have a lot of love for those who, you know, have fought to defend our freedoms in the country and all that, right? But I also just, I feel that, you know, we're losing our freedoms. So it's kind of like, you know what I mean? But anyways, another topic for another day, I guess. Anyways, what I'm getting is that's coming up this next weekend. I don't know what day it is. Maybe Monday, the 4th of July, Monday? I think so. I don't know. Anyways, that's what I'm getting. I'm getting fireworks. Okay, and then so you might be hearing from this person around that time, like the next holiday. Like they're like, it's almost like they don't want to just reach out, so maybe they're gonna wait for a holiday or a birthday or something like that to reach out. You know, hey, you know, you were on my mind, and you know, just wanted to wish you 4th of July, happy 4th of July, you know, something like that. Okay, so they could use that as like an excuse to reach out, you know, to initially like just to test the waters, kind of a thing. But they are remembering, they are feeling you the way that they felt you through lifetimes. They are feeling you the way that they felt you in Atlantis. They remember, like that's why they can't, it's like Jamie and Claire in Outlander. Like, no matter how much time has passed or whatever, right? Like, I mean, they were legit like in different 200 years apart, in different, you know, eras, timelines, dimensions, right? Same dimension, different timeline. I'm like, no, wait, that's not right. Same dimension, different timeline, right? Like, they were in the 3rd dimension, but it was just different time. Anyways, it doesn't, my point is that no matter what, the distance between them, because of their soul bond and their love, they were always connected to each other. He never fell in love with anyone else. He couldn't. He tried. Like, he, you know what I mean? She was not, it was always Jamie, and for him it was always Claire. Okay, and eventually, right, after some life and experiences and other things, okay, they were called back to each other, and yada yada yada. Okay, the rest is history. So that's this. It's like, just like Jamie and Claire, just like an Outlander, or, you know, whatever. No matter what, no matter how much time passes, no matter, you know, how long it's been since you guys have spoken or whatever it is, the bond, the soulmate energy here, and the love that you guys both share for each other, it is very powerful, very real, and very strong, and they feel it too. Okay, they feel it too. Just the difference now is they're ascending beyond the 3D stuff, and not only do they feel it, but they are feeling more ready to go after it. Okay, I'm hearing that song, just one look and I felt so high in love with you. I don't know, I'm hearing that song, but you know, it was like, just one look, and that's what it was. Just one look, just one touch, just one, you know, however it was that you guys reactivated each other, through touch, through the eyes, through being in each other's physical, you know, auric field, okay? It activated both of you, and you feminine, you were activated and you connected to the ethers. You connected to your soul and you started embodying the self-love, and you know, you started, you know, learning about twin flames and being called into the tarot and all these different things, right? And they were activated, and the way that they play it out is through the ego, right? In a huge way. So they get triggered and activated like that, but then they go into the 3D stuff. They go like, you know, what I'm getting is they go hard into the 3D stuff, okay? And that's where the lessons lie for them. That's where they do a lot of their work, okay? And that's where they're coming out of at this time, okay? Let's see, deception, bottom of the deck. The mask, the, you know, the illusions, the smoke and mirrors, the lies they tell themselves, the lies they tell other people. It's all circling around at this time, and they're feeling it in a big way. They're going, I just can't anymore. I can't. This is too, it feels too off. It feels too wrong, you know? So again, the deceptive mask, right, is falling away. And not only that, it's symbolic of the sleeping mask before you awaken, right? So they're seeing beyond the illusions, okay? Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. And I do feel that for some of these divine masculines who are in a third party, I think that for some, the karmic may be calling them out. Like, you know, I'm just hearing like things like, you know, you're, you know, it's like we're in a relationship, but I feel single, you know, we don't kiss, there's no affection, there's no love, there's no respect, there's, you know, and I do feel that the karmics for some, like, they call it out, and they call the masculine out on one thing or the next, and that could be that straw that breaks the camel's back. I don't know. This could also just be the masculine stepping up and realizing that they've been, you know, they're not a victim, you guys. They have free will, right? We're all adults here, right? But they're realizing that they have been with very manipulative people. They're not allowing the 3D things to manipulate their decisions any longer. Let's say that, okay? You know, money, bills, you know, the children, things like that. They're realizing that there's a life beyond that. That no matter what they've gotten themselves into, or how deeply involved the 3D stuff is between them and another person, or whatever's going on in their life, that they can now ascend beyond that. Before, they couldn't see with those blinders on, with the masks, right? Okay. So, and then after that is reconciliation. Yep. See how these people look shocked that her mask is about to fall off? It's like they're like taken back by it, right? I feel like that's the masculine energy, and the mask is coming off with the help of their higher self, spirit babies, the divine, whatever, right? And once the mask falls off and the masculine steps into their true, authentic self, and they make decisions based on that, okay, from the soul, it does shock people. It does. People are like, whoa, like, you know, okay? All right, but you know, these masculines, they really feel like they need you in their life. They really do, okay? And I just recorded a reading a little bit ago about, like, you have two people coming towards you, and it wasn't about the DM. It wasn't about that. I don't even say that in the message. I say, can one of them be the runner? Sure, is always a possibility, but I'm picking up on a different energy for sure. But one of the energies that I got was like a devil energy trying to like circle back around. Maybe someone from your past, like an ex. And I feel like the masculines are going through a lot of the same thing. Like they might have, like they could have like exes reaching out to them. They could have an ex who like still loves them or wants to be with them. Whether they're single, you know, or in a karmic partnership or whatever. I do feel that. I feel that maybe for some of them, they have people circling back around in their life too. And that could even cause more of a turmoil energy in their life, or, you know, let's say the karmic finds out, or let's say the masculine, you know, message someone and says hello and does something and the karmic finds out, right? Like there's things that are bubbling up, but I do feel that they're mirroring you in a lot of ways with some of the things that might be happening, okay? But what I was going to say about like the people circling back is that with this reconciliation card, they can feel that. They can feel that there's people circling into your life that would like to reconcile with you or date you or, you know, just be with you, you know, but they want to reconcile with you, okay? Someone from your past is returning to your life. And then trust. They're learning to trust in the unknown. They're learning to trust in the mystery. The situation is calling for you to have faith. They're learning to have faith in love, in you, in this, in themselves. And then release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy, and then wedding. So for some of you guys, yeah, the masculine is that's what they're channeling right now in their life. They feel, okay, that the time has come to clear their energy, okay? So that means they're going to be doing shadow work. They're going to be purging stuff out, okay? They're going to be releasing things from the past. Maybe they have an ex that they were married to, okay? Or maybe they are married, and maybe that's what they're about to do is create an X factor, right? Okay, they are seeing all of the red flags. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Yeah, they're seeing it. The signs, they're seeing a ton of signs, you guys. That keeps coming through very strongly too, okay? And your guys' signs, like the closer that union comes to happening, the signs are going to shift and the signs are going to get more profound, okay? It's like their energy is getting closer or something like that, and it just like speeds up. Like you don't just see numbers or this, like you see like crazy stuff. You see like, you know, out of this world stuff that's like very specific, and you know, it's like just no way, like this is insane, you know, but it's the universe letting you know, like, and your partner or masculine letting you know that it's close. I'm on my way. I'm on my way to you. And as I look down, you guys, I'm shuffling them too. Look, reconcile with the two white doves. The two, okay, pay attention to birds and pairs, first of all. That is going to be a huge, massive sync for you. Whether it's you see swans in a pair on a thing on Instagram or Facebook, or you see geese flying in the sky together as a pair, or doves flying together as a pair, or crows as a pair, or whatever, right? But look for birds in pairs, or not look for, but when you are presented two birds together in a pair, it's a synchronicity for you, okay? Especially white doves right now. There is no separating us. That's what I'm hearing. There's no separating us. And that's what they're feeling and connecting to on that very high level right now. Resolving conflicts, which is what they want to do. Not saying that there's a conflict here, but there's definitely unresolved stuff, okay? There's unresolved, you know, conversations. You guys have not been able to really, you know, maybe you've shared somewhat or whatever, you know, how you feel to your masculine, or you did in the past or whatever. But they for sure have not. So it's like I know I owe you some kind of explanation, and that's what they want to bring forward. Okay, so they do want to resolve any kind of conflicts or any kind of areas where they have left things just confused. Okay, which is a lot. Okay, letting go of the past, forget the hate. Okay, so they're starting to let things go. They are not holding on to the things that are not working out for them anymore. You know what I mean? They're starting to see that's a pattern that they do. They're starting to see that that's a pattern, and they're cutting it out, whether it's a person or however the karma works for your person. Okay, for some it's their job, for some it's their ego. Okay, maybe they just have a big ego, and their inner masculine is very wounded, and they're very disconnected from their inner feminine. You know, so they do everything like super masculine, right? Okay, so things would start happening to break down that masculine and to help heal that masculine and to help connect them to the feminine, right? And by watching you and being connected to you, that happens as well. Like they're they start to balance out more and stuff too, but like they are connecting more to that inner feminine because you've healed yours. You see? So it's just beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so I want to these are my confessions. Look at that. Confession of love. Yep. It's something flying in. I'm telling you, you guys. Now, for some of you guys, you could possibly receive communication like, you know, at any moment, right? But the way that I'm feeling this energy, you guys, is like it's soon. It's soon, very soon. Okay. I would say for a lot of you guys, there's breakthrough energy as soon as July hits. Okay. Or, you know, during the month of July, right? But yeah, and I'm just hearing Cody Johnson, on my way to you, right? I'm on my way to you. So all the lips I've kissed. So yeah, I just called to say I love you. Literally, a confession of love. Say I love you. Okay, so this is Act 2, Scene 2. So they're letting you know here, Act 2, Scene 2. So there is an Act 2 for the two of you guys. Okay, and action, right? What's in a name that which we call a rose, by any other word would smell as sweet? Okay. So let's get one more. It feels natural in a huge way when they think about coming towards you and saying, I love you, or I care for you, or whatever it is that they want to say in this Act 2, okay? Or to create an Act 2, right? A second chance. Whatever they say is coming very strongly from their heart and soul, okay? What I get, you guys, is that this is someone who's thought a lot about this, right? What they would want to say to you, or how they say it, or whatever, right? But what I'm getting is when they actually approach you, when is the word, keyword, okay? That all goes out the door. And everything that they say to you is going to be, it's going to be very on the spot, and it's going to be very much from the heart, okay? So yeah, so confessions of love, reconciliation, and then love at first sight. It was love at first sight. Twin flame and mirror souls. See, that's what I said earlier. As soon as it was love at first sight, love at first touch. But whenever that activation happened, or I said that you guys were in each other's physical auric field, like that 6-foot radius or whatever, right? That was the activations. And your life and theirs has never been the same since. Neither one of you guys can forget one another. And it's not because you're desperate or you're no, it's because of who you are together and for each other. Okay? And they feel it too. So it's like, I feel like this is what they want to confess. I feel like they want to say, like, I've loved you since the first time I saw you. Twin flame and mirror soul. So they're starting to really mirror you. Okay? On a more healed level, meaning like they're mirroring you. It's like, you know, they are at where you were at like so many months ago or something, right? And like now they're rising up, and there's timeline jumping, and there's all this stuff taking place that will align and bring divine timing for this perfect moment for you guys to come together, for them to put that foot through the door, right? So, and then right after the love at first sight is Juliet. Where art thou, Juliet? Oh, Romeo, oh, Romeo. I love this deck, you guys. I love this deck. It's so beautiful. Just like Shakespeare, Romeo and Juliet. Oracle. I love Oracle. Inner strength and independence. They love how independent you are. They love that you're a strong pillar of fortitude, of light, of beauty, of handsomeness, of compassion, of, you know, you're everything that they would ever want in someone, and vice versa, right? And that's what I get was like, with that, like, you know, kind of with the worthiness again, you know, it's kind of like, I think of this person like this, and then I feel like you know, what do I really have to bring to the table to someone like this? You know what I mean? But that's their own, you know, just self-shaming and self-doubt. And as they rise up even more and all that, right, they're going to start loving themselves more, and they're going to start seeing themselves in the same light that you do. Just how, right? They see you in the same light, you know, they see you how they see you, but maybe you didn't see you that way before, but now you do, you see? Okay, so you are Juliet to this Romeo, right? And that's how they feel. You are my Juliet, I'm Romeo, like, let's do this thing, okay? So anyways, my loves, this is what I have for you guys. Let me go ahead and just get a couple, is this my, yeah, this is my deck right here. I'm like, I just want to get a couple messages. So anyways, I'm like, where are we at? 50 minutes. I'm like, yeah, let's just do a couple more minutes. It's already a long reading, but it's okay. I haven't done one in a couple days. And I just had a lot that was like just coming through. But you guys, like, I needed a break. Like, I really did. Like, this, whatever's happening, like, astrologically right now, which, I mean, I know, like, a lot of the stuff that's happening, right, and what it does, but, like, I'm telling you, like, this Neptune in retrograde that's going retro on the 30th or whatever, like, that is like, I can feel it in the collective, and it's like, it wiped me out. Like, it's been like that for like 2 days. And then like today I was like, I have to like get my butt back to my channel and like to my people and like get all these messages and downloads that I've been getting out, like, you know, but I could have easily taken another day off. Which I don't do often. So that's a part of, you know, I need to do that so I don't experience burnout and get overwhelmed with my own energy in the collective, right? Look at this. Look at this. Twin flame separation. Twin flame separation. In separation, I want to reconcile. You have reconcile twice. 2 different decks, my loves. 2 different decks, man. This is heavy on them. Very heavy on them. Okay. Twin flame separation. And then bottom of the deck, I hope you will take me back. I miss you more than what I have been showing. That's why I said, I was getting like, it came through, that one's upside down. That it came through that they were like, you know, like super spine. Like I haven't said how I feel, but this is how I really feel. And no, you're not crazy, feminine. No, you're feeling how I feel. You're not crazy. And it's true. And that's what they're going to say to you. That's what this part of this confession is. It's like, they're going to say to you, like, I know that you could, I knew that you felt how much I loved you this whole time. Like, I knew that you felt what I did. We both know I'm not the one for you. And I feel trapped. See, this is what they've been telling themselves, you see? Like, I'm not the one for you. Like, you know, you could do so much better than me. Like, you know, they really were trying to convince themselves of this, you guys, but the soul knows, right? Okay. For some of you guys, this could actually be like the case though, where maybe this person is not the one for you. Like maybe this is, you know, someone that you feel is like a twin or something, and it's not really. I don't know, you know, no one should be able to tell you that, you know, like I'm a twin flame and a twin flame reader, so I can feel the energies, but like, I'm not going to say to anyone like, oh yeah, for sure this is it, or no, for sure this is not. I always say to my clients, like, this is what I feel around the energy of this, okay? And this is what I'm picking up on, etc., 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 right? These are the signs I'm seeing. Do you get these? Like, you know, oh my God, yes, I've been getting that a lot, you know, or since I met this person or whatever. Okay, well, these are all the things for me that say twin flame or whatever, but you and your partner, and it's between you, them, and God, right? So I will never say for sure, but I can feel it. And for the majority, and that's why I started doing these messages, because there's a lot of people that I knew would need these messages and that they would be led to me, right? And for the majority, right, I feel it, right? Okay. But for some, right, it means that this maybe is not what you might think it is, okay? And that's all. You know? And yeah, I feel trapped. I'm afraid that you won't forgive me for this. See? Remember I said that, you know, that maybe they've come in and out. Maybe they've come in and then ran and come in and then ran. And now they feel silly. Maybe they feel like I can't possibly like reach out again. I can't, you know, I left this person on red, or you know what I mean? So they really struggle with that. Okay. They could even feel trapped, like you know, in their thoughts. Remember, 9 of Swords. Okay. So whatever it is, though, I'm hearing breaking free. They are coming back, but haven't changed. That's that wishy-washy. And look at King of Cups is staring right at me, bottom. I don't like, how'd you get down here all by yourself, King of Cups? I'm getting the courage to share how I feel. Yeah, see, so that's what I mean. He's been wishy-washy. They've been in and out. They haven't really fully opened up how they feel to you, and that's what I mean. They've been coming back in, but they hadn't fully ascended or changed, or you know what I mean, like that. So again, this all goes in the like ego pile over here. And for some of you guys, they haven't changed, right? So always use discernment. Not seeing you is hurting me. I'm pretending that everything is okay. That's in their 3D life. They can't show how they feel. I have put a lot of thought into this, and I am ready to communicate. I said that word for word, you guys. I said not only about the communication, and again, there's no guarantee. I feel like I feel like they know they want to do it, but I don't know that it happens like right this second. You know what I mean? I feel like they're getting all their ducks in a row before they reach out. Yeah, see? Exactly. All will be revealed to you very soon. Yeah, so it's like not just like right this moment. It's like, it's soon. It's happening soon. They're just letting you know. Okay? I take full responsibility for ruining us. Not really ruining, right? But they take responsibility for their actions is the point. You know what I mean? And for what they've done, okay? Where before they weren't, you know, taking that responsibility. So anyway, so that's what I have for you, my loves, okay? So just, again, like I said, keep rising, keep loving yourself. 56, right as I look up, that's 11, you guys. So anyways, I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in and for being here with me for almost an hour. Exactly, right? If you do want to book a twin flame reading with me to hone in on your own, you know, personal journey or whatever's going on, or just anything in general, you can find everything down below. I offer general readings and then past life Akashic readings, as well as a few other options. And then I also am offering for a limited time right now my one-on-one tarot lessons or spiritual mentoring, okay? So if you're interested in becoming a reader or tapping into your gifts, I'm a powerful activator. It's just a part of my light work. A lot of people are, especially like twin flame, like light worker starseeds and stuff, because we carry like different codes and things, right? So when we get around certain people, we activate certain things a lot of the time. So, you know, it could be light language that's activated. It could be, you know, but I hone in on your spiritual gifts, right? So we will work together to help you to channel what you're receiving and seeing and feeling and all of that, okay? And to correlate that into messages and words, okay? So I will assist in that in a big way. Plus we'll go through the tarot and learn the tarot and do all the things, right? And then in spiritual mentoring, it's like the same exact thing, except without learning the tarot. We will dive in to a little bit of like different forms of divination and stuff for sure, crystals and pendulum work and all kinds of things, right? But we just won't be concentrating so much on reading and becoming, you know, a reader like that. Okay. So anyways, same pricing. It's all down below. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for every like, every comment. I love reading your guys' comments. Like I really do. And I've been making it more of an effort and a point to go through and read like all of them. Even if I don't reply, I'll show some love on them, you know? Yeah. So anyways, hang in there, my loves. This journey is beautiful, and every single moment is a moment to be just abundantly grateful for. Even though I know it's not easy, you guys, trust me, I've been going through it. I've been feeling it, you know, just with all of the ascension stuff and the collective energies and just the shifts taking place. And it's a lot, you know, so, keep on going, you guys. I mean, with this kind of energy, it shows that you guys are ascending beautifully. You're doing something right. And not only does your masculine see it, but I can feel it and see it as well. So brava. All right. So I love you guys. Have a beautiful day. Mwah. Bye.